Welcome, ladies and gents. We're in Greece still. Oh, surprise! Still in Greece. And I'm at this. I was walking down the street and I found this sensory overload of a restaurant called Alice in Kookland. It's like a Alice in Wonderland themed cafe. It really feels like Japan here. In the sense that it's like an insanely high concept restaurant.
Where are you from?
It's very ornate. Like, you're gonna see pictures on the Instagram story here. They have, it's like a Disneyland street though, because they, not just the Alice in Wonderland comparison, but the whole like street that you're going down for the where you're sitting is like entirely decked out with stuff and shop windows and stuff even. It's pretty crazy. There's like a person working at like the little donut shop and stuff like it. I'm very impressed with this place. Yeah, I'm very impressed. So let me open my thing. Good. Maybe good? Good.
Isabel has a baby. Thank you.
I'm kind of looking at this. So the menu, you have a lot of. They almost have like an English breakfast tea thing, which seems pretty appropriate. Yeah, I guess for an Alice in Wonderland place. I don't know what to get though. It looks like instead of the tea, you get like a smoothie, which I'm down for that. The lady recommended to me that I get brownie thing, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for a brownie. Man, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so tier 1 is muffins and mini desserts. Tier 2, mini sandwiches and a drinking potion, whatever that is. Tier 3, mini sandwiches, cucumber, smoked salmon, and egg salad, and a tea, I guess, or a smoothie. I think it's a smoothie. What is a drinking potion? I don't know. Strawberry and lemonade potion. Okay, so it's like a drink of some sort. I definitely feel like I want to get that. I can't believe this place. It's like I'm not even hungry, but I had to stop here and get something to eat because it's like. I'm totally surprised by this. It's like everywhere you look is a different thing. Not necessarily the type of experience that I came for, but welcome that it is here, if that makes sense. Like, I am happy to experience it, but I didn't expect it when I was getting here or when I arrived.
It's beautiful.
So the restaurant is actually like across the way. They have this whole like little block for the restaurant, I guess. And I would like to go inside. It looks like there is an inside. I don't know if you can eat in there or if it's just like a takeout place or something, but I would like to go check that out. And you know, I should actually, so for people watching the YouTube video, thank you for watching. I'm going to stop the video because it's started, so I guess it crosses over. To anybody who watched both the YouTube end of the YouTube one and the beginning of the stream, that's dedication. If you did choose to do that. Yeah, I am immersed at the moment. I'm gonna get the English tea type thing though, because it definitely. Do you do?
Name a YouTuber.
What's that?
Name a YouTuber. You.
Oh, Voice of Nick. Do you do YouTube stuff? Do you make YouTube videos? Oh, you do?
YouTuber. Oh, you know.
No? You watch YouTube videos though?
What's her name?
Oh, you're looking. Okay, Voice of Nick. Here, hold on.
Chiedi se sta facendo un video.
There's
Oh, no, if you go to
Aki, chiedile se sta facendo un video adesso.
with the TV head.
Aki, chiedile se sta facendo un video adesso.
you play a video.
Video? Yeah.
Hello, facciamo una foto voi di
That was nice. It's nice to meet people who are interested. It's always like awkward, I guess, to feel like I'm imposing on a place. You know, if I come in and it's like, look at me, I'm pointing a camera around or whatever. But they seem to be more just genuinely interested in the thing, so that, you know, I'm glad that it's that. I always am erring on the side of like, I hope I'm not being an annoying YouTuber, you know what I mean, or Twitch streamer or whatever. Like, I hope I'm not that guy walking into a restaurant or something. Oh no, I messed with the camera. Okay, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna work. I think so.
Yeah, please.
I was looking at the tier 2 of this.
I don't have this. I have
really?
the smoothies. If you want something savory.
Oh, the smoothies? Okay.
I'm sorry. I have savory crepes and pancakes. I have salmon. It's my favorite crepe.
Oh,
and if you
okay.
want pancake, I have cheese tender, turkey, tomato mayonnaise is this stuff like a green salad, and egg.
Oh.
It's very nice.
Oh, wow, okay. Can I start off with a hot tea, please?
Yes, black or green?
Oh, a black, please.
Okay, do you need maybe milk?
I'll take milk, yeah, and sugar, please.
Okay.
And then,
Would you like something sweet or savory?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the crepe, the second crepe that you were saying.
The
With
pancake. It was pancake.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the
The
pancake.
cheese
Yeah.
is very nice. Trust me, it's nice. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Would you like to keep it?
Oh, yeah. I'll keep it. Yeah. Thank you. I wonder what part of town this is. I'm gonna look on my map. It's funny that like right now is you can always tell just by like when you go live or whatever in Greece and it's this time of day, you can always tell, oh, now is the time when no one in America is awake. So sorry to Americans of all sorts that you were probably not able to participate in this one, but yeah, it's like because it's like 1:30 in LA and it's like 4:30 in New York, so it's like right on the cusp of when everyone's going to sleep in West Coast, and it's right on the cusp before the earliest people wake up in the East Coast. But not intentional, but that's just a factor of, you know, it's like 11:30 here in the morning, so it's like, of course, I'm going to be doing something at 11:30 in the morning, and every once in a while that intersects with, that intersects with not being able to have anyone watch live.
Ho passato una volta la via di Ducato e sta caldo tutto il giorno.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Interesting thing. Ooh, honey. An interesting thing in Greece that I think they might do all around Europe. I don't know. This is the only European place I've been besides the UK for 5 hours in Britain. But in Greece, when you get your, like I just made that order, and they give you your food and then they also give you the check. As soon as they give you the, you know, or bringing the food, they're bringing the check as well. Which definitely makes it's kind of nice because it takes away the aspect of being in an American restaurant where you like, there's that moment where it's like sometimes you can't get a hold of the person to like just give you the check. So this kind of like removes a step, although it can sometimes be a little bit inconvenient if you are trying to order more stuff, you know, because then you have like 5 checks over the course of a dinner or something. Like, oh, we decided to get this and this and this. Which is typically how I consume at a restaurant, I guess.
Nice blonde hair. Oh, how many years?
Well, I just had it.
Ready?
Yeah, it was lovely. I know, yeah.
I need to work. We're going to lime, lemon, and sugar milk, like with the milk that we do the cakes.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why the broadcast says it's Duolingo, but I guess it didn't take when I changed the title. The title works, but I guess the category must be frozen or something. It doesn't let it change. But that doesn't, you know, doesn't matter. I can change it when I get home after the fact. it's Duolingo if you're trying to learn Greek, I guess, in the sense that it is a teaching tool to some extent. If you hear the people speaking in Greek. It's like a frothed milk. Nice. So I'm not entirely sure what this pancake, it's like a pancake with cheese and sort of all this savory stuff on it, which I don't think I've ever had anything like that before. Maybe it's kind of like a crepe? Whatever it is, and the lady said that it was good, and that's all I need to hear. It's funny because it's like when you're at a place like this, people like me, like I was doing when I first got here, people come through and they're just here to take photos of the place. And, I guess you wouldn't eat at a place like this if you don't expect to be, have your photo taken, But yeah, I'm going to be doing that again when I leave because every little nook and cranny of this place is great. Good tea. I'm going to put some honey in it. I've never had tea with... Well, that's not true. I have tea with honey when I'm sick. It helps my throat. I've never drank it just because I wanted it, because it's tastes good. Although I don't know why, because I do like honey, in general, and it does taste good, and I've honestly never thought about it until now. My throat doesn't have any problems at the moment, so that means it's going to supercharge my throat. When Andy Serkis was doing Gollum for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies, he's the actor who plays Gollum, and he'd be, on set all day doing that voice, and he had this drink, they called it the Gollum Juice. It was just like a giant water bottle full of honey and it was like honey and milk and something else. It was he said it was kind of gross, but it just cured his throat when he drank it. So they were just giving it to him all the time, so that he could keep doing the voice throughout the day. It's a grueling job for him because it's a full physical role too. He's not a CGI character in the sense that he's just added in later. He's on set crawling all around and doing everything that Gollum does. Ooh, yeah, that's good. And fun fact for anybody who likes Andy Serkis or likes Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, I mentioned it before on stream, but Andy Serkis did audiobook narrations of The Hobbit and all 3 Lord of the Rings books, including, I was surprised to find out, the appendices in The Return of the King, which not even the other... Ooh, great. Wow. Thank you. Oh, this is good. Including the appendices, which not even the other, audiobook of Lord of the Rings did. So I was very impressed. And his performance is so good. It's really the definitive version of both The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings for me, and that's saying a lot because I have very discriminating tastes about Tolkien work. Well, I don't even know how to start on this. It's really good. So it's like a quadruple, triple-decker pancake sandwich. If you imagined it vertically, it's sort of distributed horizontally, but with stuff still kind of stacked. But if you imagine 3 layers of pancakes, a Big Mac, if you will, of pancakes, and between each is, it looks like, ham and cheese, tomato, I think mayonnaise, and on top of the whole thing, and also there's like arugula or something, and then on top of the whole thing is a fried egg. This is really good. I would have never expected a combination like this. Sort of like a lot of flavors all at once. I'm gonna need to get a napkin. I do like Alice in Wonderland as a excellent, thank you, as a brand. I think the audiobook of that is done by Scarlett Johansson, who does a really great job as well. Yeah, it is her. An accomplished audio person as well from the movie Her, where she plays an entirely voice-only role. Hey, welcome Azure Tundra. I was saying it's like it's the dark zone hours where the West Coast is just going to sleep and the East Coast is not yet awake. Can I have a napkin, please?
Of course.
So it's good morning to you, Azure. Waking up on the West Coast then. Thank you. It's very good, by the way. Thank you for the recommend. I'm currently at a Alice in Wonderland themed cafe thing that I just found while I was walking to to a monument, and very impressed. Just saying, wow, cool cafe. Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot of pictures on the Instagram story from this one. This is a heck of a start to my part 2 of my trip. How goes the Grecian life? Quite well. It's funny, this is like my second video of the day because I did a short one expecting to be like, oh, here's me walking to this place, you know, which is maybe 20 minutes away, and then going to it, which I think it's Socrates School is what I was heading to, but you gotta stop at this place, you know? So then I went live from here, and the video crosses over like it did at that cafe at the museum. So you'll be seeing, once I upload it, you'll be seeing the other video that crosses over with this one. A busy morning, I guess. Yeah, I went to like a fish market, also accidentally stumbled into. I was just saying, what have you been eating every day in your room? Good stuff? Yeah. The Greek Uber Eats app, I'm really glad that I found it. Is called eFood, and it's really good, very cheap. Delivery is very inexpensive. The food in general is pretty inexpensive just across the board here, compared to LA at least. But the app is cool because they have like all these like lightning deals on the app where it's like, oh, you spend €5, you get €2 off. It's like, great, I would have spent the €5 anyway. Like I'm glad to spend 3 instead. So yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good sort of like gyro souvlaki. I got some Indian food. I had burgers. I tried that burger place that we passed on the street called like Goodies Burger or whatever, that we were passing every once in a while. It seems like their sort of chain here. That was good. So yeah, I've had a bunch of that. But it seems like the delivery stuff specializes, kind of like in America, there's certain types of restaurants that are like more interested in doing delivery, and certain ones experiences you can't really have. This, for example, experiences you can't really have with delivery food. So, you know, this is pretty much the ultimate you gotta be there or see it type of place. So there's two, on that ticket that I had, remember I could go to all those landmarks, and it was like €30 for like all the landmarks in a 5-day span, which is a great deal. And I only got to 5 of them. I think 5 out of the 7 I did. Ancient Agora, the Roman Agora, Acropolis, obviously, which includes like the Dionysus Theater and all that stuff. Then there was the Hadrian's Library. I did all that. And then there's 2 more, which is Socrates School and something else. And those 2 I want to make sure I get to. And you can buy a ticket to those individually for, you know, less money. Obviously, I'm sort of paying extra because I could have done them in that one ticket that I had that did everything. But I didn't want to rush them, so I'm glad to pay a little extra to just go to those individually. Because they're saying food delivery improvement, probably because of COVID. Silver lining. Oh yeah, I think everywhere had to step up their game. What I also noticed with a lot of places in LA is that, you know, having gotten food delivered before the lockdown and then during and then after, immediately, like within the first few months of lockdown, places started getting way more dynamic. So way more dynamic, like packaging for their food. Like ramen places would really consider, like, okay, we're going to separate all the ingredients so that the noodles don't get soggy and this thing doesn't get soggy, and then you combine them when you get them to your house. And like here, there was this burger place had this crazy packaging that was like a box that you then can, like, as you open it, you can like unfold it and it turns into a plate. It was very, like, you know, like unexpected how ornate it was. And yeah, all that stuff has to have been because it's like, okay guys, all we have is delivery now. We got to figure out how to do it well. $509 Broncos. Insomnia still hitting hard. How are you? What are you eating? Super interested. Sorry about the insomnia. That sucks, but welcome. Eating afternoon tea at an Alice in Wonderland themed restaurant in Greece. And it is very Alice in Wonderland themed. I'm going to be posting pictures of it for sure, but yeah, it's I'm very impressed by the decor. That's nestling in the tree, one of the fake trees of like the restaurant. He doesn't know that it's not real. I'm interested to learn about, like, they didn't have like a, you know, the biography thing that they have on a lot of restaurant menus, but I'm interested to learn, like, what is Little Kook? I assume that's like the brand that put this thing together. Whatever it is, it's very impressive. Fireman saying, sounds amazing, fascinated by your travels. Yeah, we've gotten to do a lot of cool stuff in the amount of time that we've had so far, and I'm so excited to have even more time now to do cool stuff. I'm going to be working through a list of, because of course it's like in the last 2 days, it's always the way it works out, where it's like right near the end, somebody gives you a great list of places to visit. Like, I was at a bar and the bartender wrote me this great list of like 10 really good cocktail bars, wine bars, like you know, gastro pubs and stuff, like all these places that are like cool, like local places that you wouldn't necessarily find on like a, you know, like recommended list on the internet or whatever. And I was like, this is great, and I was so excited, but I, like in those last couple of days, I was like trying to go to all of them that I could, but of course you can't fit them all in. And now that I've extended the thing, it's like now I get the to try the rest of them. Because you're saying beautiful workplace for those that work there, nice music. That's true. Yeah, it's got to be a cool place to work, and it's probably fun because you get to meet all sorts of people who are like, you know, drawn in by the decor, you know? Is the food amazing? Yeah, this is a really good, I've never had anything like this before, but it's basically like it's like savory pancakes, like 3 like silver dollar size whatever you call it, like the smaller pancakes. If you imagine it's like 3 of them stacked, but between them is like ham and cheese and tomato and arugula and mayo, and then on top of the whole thing is a fried egg, and then it's kind of like sideways, so it's not like a sandwich, you know, it's like they sort of assorted it sideways instead, and you cut it, and it's really very good. I would have, it's one of those things where it's like I would have never expected to combine those things together, but having tried it, it makes total sense to me now. I'm so impressed with it. Like, if you can see, I don't know what's in the shot really. Oh, you can see, yeah. So if you look behind here, I guess, there's like that table, and then there's like a window and stuff. And the restaurant is that way. It's like down the alley and across the alley. This is a totally different alleyway than where the restaurant is. But like, that shop window is like owned by the restaurant, and inside is like a Disneyland type of like, you know, it's like the tea house, and it's got like little animatronics in it and stuff, and like there's another one that there's like a person working at it, and it's like the Mad Hatter's Bakery or something, and it, you know, they're all like actually themed around the restaurant's theme. They must have bought out this whole block basically. $5.19 sounds amazing, so awesome. When you get back to the States, I get back on, if I'm lucky, on the 6th or 7th. I actually, if I was going to see you on the 7th, I can't anymore because of the way that the trip got extended, and then I had to cancel the thing that I was gonna see you at, but hopefully I'll see you soon. I don't know if you were doing that one or not, but I get back like late on the 6th, I guess, to New Jersey, because I figured if I'm going back to LA, you go from Greece this way, so it's like I'll visit my parents and then I'll go, you know, to LA. The double trip. Yes, I'm gonna be away from my, you know, home, like my brother, for like a month straight. It's a little jarring, you know. Like I'm a traveling guy. As they were saying, it was my birthday yesterday. Wow. Hold on a second. Can't we get a hype in there? Happy birthday, Azura. I think that went through. Yeah, it went through. You never know if Nickbot is sleeping. It's like 2 a.m. in LA. He could be tired. Mexican Madman, welcome to the show, and thank you for the hype. Sending the birthday hype for Azure. He's saying thank you for hanging out on these shows, Azure, and for being awesome always. It's really it's always a privilege to get to hang out, and happy birthday. So I'm gonna pay the check, and then I guess I will start walking, and I think what I'll do is not necessarily assume that the stream will break. It will, I'm sure, but we'll go until it breaks, basically. So essentially in Athens, the coverage is like not always there. So a lot of times I've been doing just like videos and uploading them after instead of streaming. When I'm at a restaurant, it works because I'm in one spot and I can tell if it's good or bad. But we will, go. I'll put you back on my shoulder, and then we'll see where it breaks. I guess we'll go until it breaks. So I'm gonna take out my magical camera covering bag thing, and when I pay the check, I'll just put this on top, and then I will put the camera back on my shoulder, and we'll go. You'll at least get to see the inside of this whole area, which is, man, I'm looking at the top of the thing. It's got a big dragon on top. I wonder if they change the theme every once in a while. I can't imagine having to take all this down and put something else up. But everywhere you look, literally, like I'm looking somewhere, and I've seen it before like 3 times, and there'll be a new thing there. Wow, the smoothies look really good too. .509 saying, I'm so happy you're having a good trip. Sorry, I'll miss you on the next one. Looking forward to seeing you soon, and glad you're having a great one. Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit of an unexpected sort of thing to be here longer. I obviously didn't mean for it, but it was sort of like a mix-up with my travel plans, and it all ended up that I'm here longer. But hey, I'm still in Greece, so that's, I'm happy to do it. It's a little, the trip became a little pricier than I expected it to be, for being here longer, but hey, I'll take it. It's better than having to fly again. I'll just do 2 trips in a row. Yeah, it's a pretty good idea, actually. If you ever plan on coming back to a place, you extend it, you don't have to fly a second time. Mexican Madman saying, is it Alice in Wonderland themed? The video quality looks really good. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you never know in Athens here, from my experience. But yes, it is, and you will get to see more of it once I put the camera back on my shoulder after I pay the check. I'm just gonna wait for her to. She's busy doing stuff at the moment. But yeah, it's like, if I was even gonna imagine what an Alice in Wonderland themed restaurant would look like, I wouldn't even be able to come up with like half as ornate of a place as this. It's actually really stupefyingly ornate, like dumbfoundingly. I don't have the right adjectives. That's a thing you see in Greece a lot that I've noticed, or in, at least in Athens, is that motorcyclists will go just right down not roads. They'll just ride down anything, sidewalks, cafe things, like they'll go down the wrong side of the street a lot of times when it just doesn't look like there's any cars. Like it's a little more freewheeling than the US. Hello.
Yes, please.
Can I pay the check?
Yeah.
With
Is over there by card?
With a card, yeah, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna put this black thing over the camera here while I pay the check, ladies and gents. Don't go anywhere. You'll still hear me, but.
Thanks.
Thank you. Do you, I never understand how the coins work. Do you take tips though?
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Can I leave that for you?
This is for you. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thanks.
So you're saying needs an update for, oh yeah, audiobook coming soon. That's true. I haven't updated that yet. I updated a few aspects, and I also updated the videos themselves, where I added the thing that says like for the chapters that we eventually re-recorded on those videos, I put a link to the new video, and it says like this chapter was later, you know, it's an unused version of the chapter, like it later got re-recorded. Here's a link to where it was re-recorded. And I also put like a link to the book in the description of every video. What's interesting is if you search for post, so it's a post Homerica. Oh, there you go. You know it's there. Yeah. If you search for post Homerica on Google, it comes up. Mine comes up pretty on the first page of search results. This is the book that I published, ladies and gents. That I'm in Greece because I'm celebrating the publishing of this book that I did. And so the book my version comes up on the first page of search results, and a lot of times, especially if you search post Homerica audiobook on Google, mine is like all over the front page because all the videos that we did, the behind the scenes streams, like all the images are just thumbnails of all of our streams and like links to like videos of our streams and stuff. So it's like a takeover. Good SEO, I guess. And I'm happy about that because that's actually how I found was looking for the book when I wanted to listen to an audiobook version. I went on Google and searched obviously post Homerica audiobook. And like now if the future version of me who's in the same scenario that I was in wanted to find it, they would find mine. And I'm glad about that. As you're saying, it's amazing those Insta photos are from your phone. They're so great. Thank you. Yeah, the iPhone 12, I guess. Not the newest one, the one older than the newest. But they are from the camera app instead of the Insta app. So maybe the camera app has a little bit higher quality or something. But I've been pretty impressed with it too. Yeah. Good job, iPhone. Good job, Tim Cook or whoever's in charge of Apple now. 509 saying, Greece sounds amazing. I hope to make it there someday. This motorcycle sounded like a snow machine. You're right, it did. I still make that association as well, where I hear that it's a particular type of motor, like that type size of vehicle motor that I associate with the snow machine. They're saying can't hear. Oh, it was your phone. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take, speaking of can't hear, I'm going to take the mic out so that I can put the camera back on my shoulder. So you'll still hear, but you won't hear me necessarily. It'll be like crowd noises because it'll be a mic that hears everything instead of, you know, me. Okay, so hang tight, ladies and gents.
And like he'll screenshot their response like a genuine and repost it like he also said like, oh, the weather's being bipolar in Massachusetts, and he was telling me like, yeah, I love the show, really big fan, I suffer with bipolar disorder. The new way of saying this is, you know, here's some different words to describe it, like, love you, keep it real. And he wrote back like, dude, if you're gonna be negative, go somewhere else. I'm like, these words like they're just giving you like you're a public figure.
That reminds me, so did you watch Star Wars?
No, but I spoiled it for Marion reading about it.
So, here's the question. Hi.
I don't know.
That's fine. So, hi, and
damn it. No, she knows that makes sense, but I'm still gonna watch it.
Okay, so hold on a second. I'm putting my setup back together here. The cable, as you can imagine, I use like a longer cable so that I can take it off the bag if I need to. But then when I want to put it back on the bag, I need to like coil it back up and attach it, reattach it. Okay, so you should be able to hear me again and see what I'm doing. Oh, so this is still part of the place. Wow. So all the way from here, if you look at the, you must be able to see this alleyway, but like this is where the actual place is that I was just eating. This is insane. I'm gonna run out of space on my phone taking pictures of this. I can't tell, some of the, I mean, this place is roped off, but like it does look like there's an interior. I can't see any further in there past the reflection, but like, oh, and so this is like an ice cream place, I guess, that's like in their little world. Wow. It's sort of like in Disney where they'll have like, you'll be in like the area for this thing, and there's like sort of shops and stuff that are all themed as if they're still in that thing. It's like you're not leaving that world. There's the rabbit guy. Seems to be late for something. I wonder what it is and whether or not it's important. I gotta wonder though, like, is it licensed? I'm not gonna blow the whistle on them, but hey, I don't really know about Disney giving out the licenses for, and I say that because obviously it's public domain, this story, or at least it's not, the story is not owned by Disney, but the visuals of like the card guy up there, that's Disney imagery. This is insane. And then this is the shop, which is across the alley, and it's still their property. There's a Tweedledee or whatever, Tweedledee-Dum, there's Humpty Dumpty. And if you look way up on that roof, there's a dragon. I don't know what that is. They're saying it's so Instagram ready. Mexican saying it looks cool. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Oh wow, this is it too. Wow. Oh, it's great. It's really such, every time I look somewhere, there's like a new thing.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Is there an inside in there? Oh, great.
You can go in and take a look, but no
great.
videos.
Oh, no video. Okay. Thank you. So you're saying production set quality, not just a mess of stuff. No, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna honor their request that I not take a video, so I'm gonna put a thing over the lens for a second when I go in, but I will post pictures on Instagram, so keep an eye out for that. You can still hear me. It's like, wow, I wish I could see this. If only you guys could see what I'm looking at. Wow, this actually is.
Thank you.
Holy crap, actually it is that. Oh man. Sorry guys, you actually are hearing me just freak out over a really cool place. Oh my god. It's like my advertisement for the Instagram. See the full story on my Instagram. So it's like dense with stuff. There's like a million things in here, and it's so designed. I don't even know if the pictures can do it justice completely, but wow. The thing might cut out. I'm gonna go into a basement area here. As they're saying, you're torturing us. Okay, this is where the bathrooms are. Is it uncouth to take a picture of a bathroom? Because even that's cool here. There's a little gnome under the sink. Wow. I was joking when I first said like it's gonna go black and I'm gonna say like, oh, you're missing the coolest thing, but you actually kind of are. I'm sorry. Okay, I will definitely be posting about 100 pictures of this place, so keep an eye out for that. I can't post them until I have like until I'm on Wi-Fi though, so that'll be later in the day. But wow, that was like, what a way to start the day. It's funny because like I never really thought about Greece as being like the kind of place where you have that experience, you know, where it's like these crazy like high concept restaurants and stuff. I thought that's like a Japan thing. Anybody would associate that with like Japan, or maybe you get like one or two in like New York and LA and stuff. Especially like not one or two, but like in Japan, they're like every street in like Akihabara is like that. There's at least one of them, you know, and like in Greece, I was like, I didn't really expect that. There's a lot of stuff I did expect and got, but man, that was a very unexpected, pleasant surprise. Look, there's 2 dragons on top of that building. Can you see that? And the giraffes are sticking out the window. My God. What a day. Is they saying, take the bathroom pic? Okay, I took it for you, sir. All right, so you'll have to let me know when the stream cuts out, and then I'll switch back to it being a video. Is there saying you found that by accident? Yeah, totally found it by accident. You know what else? The place that, and I mean to say that like by accident in the sense that I just literally was walking somewhere else and I ended up there, you know, here. I actually like, and that's why I kind of like relish taking wrong turns and stuff and just like going when I'm on vacation like this, because it's like you never know what you're gonna find, you know? That place that we went, the Clumsies, like 3 different people, when I asked them later, said like, oh, you gotta go to the Clumsies, that, you know, it's like one of the best bars. And like we just found that one by accident too, remember? Oh look, there's Goodies. That's the place I got a burger from before. All right, so we're 7 minutes from the place that I'm trying to go. Oh, cool. Mexican saying, are you using live view? No, I'm using single network portable Wi-Fi, which is probably why it cuts out a little bit more, but it also costs a lot less than live use, so that's a nice bonus. But Azure has the link actually. If you go on our Discord, you can get a link to like the setup that I used to build this little backpack. I'm very satisfied with it. Yeah, so any moment now that I'm sure the stream is going to cut out because yeah, Athens, we haven't had great luck with like walking from place to place Wi-Fi, or rather network, but we'll see if it works. Mexican saying cool, I'll check it out. Oh, thank you Azure for posting the Discord link. Yeah, we I guess at some point we have to make a new Discord because both of me and the other moderator Hyatt are locked out of our own accounts. But for now, we're still on our current Discord. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the dashboard thing where it doesn't show me a video of the stream. So yeah, I'll just rely on you guys to tell me. Yeah, but you can see that like the part of town that we're in is a lot less kind of like picturesque than the other area. Like when you're not in the crazy Alice in Wonderland zone, it's like a little bit more urban, like graffiti and sort of like very utilitarian looking shops and stuff like that. But it goes to show that you really shouldn't judge any books by their covers. Speaking of which,
Πήρε ένα από εδώ με λέγα του λέει τι κάνεις, πάμε μαζί του λέει τράπεζα, του πήρε, πήγε τράπεζα, πάλι συνέχεια. Γιατί μου είπες ψέματα, δεν σε φώναξα λέει.
put my mask back on.
Για ένα ευρώ λες αγγλικά, είναι και γερμανικά, είναι και γερμανικά, για ένα ευρώ κάνει.
I'm gonna go in this place again. I don't know if it's gonna cut out or not. Is there saying really IRL? Yeah. Ooh, nice fan. Wow. This is a proper bookstore. It smells like a bookstore. That I have on my, I don't know if you can see it. It says, do you have Homer's Iliad in Greek? Hello. I just show this to people at bookstores. Hello. that's freaky. They use those kind of masks in Greek theater. Do you work here?
The other guy. He's coming.
Oh, thanks. Hi. Oh, cool. I love the roughness of the pages. No? How much?
20, giving you 15.
Thank you. I want to find like a cool edition of the Iliad, you know, like if it was like an illustrated edition with like cool pictures, but it's like also in Greek. That's like my mission across this trip, is to like find a copy of the Iliad, a Greek copy, which obviously is not, ancient Greek is different than modern Greek, so it's not like it's like in the original language or whatever, but it would just be a cool souvenir, you know. But yeah, preferably it would be like an edition that's got something to look at for me or anybody in my home who's like looking at it, not just like a true text edition. Although that one was kind of cool just because of the raggedness of the pages. As you're saying, the book is probably all Greek to me. Yeah, that's what it's like looking through it. It's like, you know, I can't really like look for what I'm looking for. All right, so now we have arrived at the thing, which is right up here, so it's definitely gonna cut out around here. It always cuts out at the historical sites. So you let me know when that happens, if you can. And I'm gonna post in the chat just to see if my phone still even touches the internet. Oh look, you can see the Acropolis Parthenon up there. They got a crane doing something. So this is the station for KERAMEIKOS, or whatever it's called. Mexican saying, so far so good. All right, that's good to hear. We'll see how long it lasts. I don't really know how to get a ticket for this. A lot of those sites were kind of like clustered somewhat together, and this one and the other one, these last two that I haven't gone to yet, are like further out of the way in like opposite directions and stuff. So like, I guess that's the reason I didn't make it to them at the time. But glad to be here now. I'm glad I didn't try to fit it in with all the other ones, because it would have caused a big like issue with like trying to you know, race all the way across the city, or like I guess I could get an Uber. I'm trying not to like take taxis or Ubers to where I'm going, because like then you miss. If I took a taxi to where I was going today, I would have missed the Alice in Wonderland thing, for example. Like there's so many great things. For me, like the vacation is the things you do between the stuff you expected to do, not necessarily like the destinations. I'm glad I bought a new water bottle. So where am I going here? It said it was this way. Let's take a look at Google Maps. Is everything looks okay so far? Alright, so we're in a good spot so far. Oh, I see. It's going to be further up and possibly to the... Oh yeah, to the right. Okay. Yes. Let's get a little sneak preview here. Wow. So KERAMEIKOS also has a museum attached, and that I definitely won't be able to stream from. There's never any service in those. But wow, look at this. So this is, I believe, Aristotle's school. Holy crap. It's different from all those other places with like the outlines on the ground, because this is reduced to more or less an outline, but you can see like the buildings and like that archway and stuff. Man, we're gonna be sketching. Saying looks okay so far? Okay. I'm gonna post every once in a while a test comment, because the problem that happens sometimes is that like if you think about it, when the internet is bad enough that I can't get a signal to stream from it, it could also mean that I can't watch the stream from it. So then I'll be like, oh, the stream's fine, and like the only thing is that I can't see anybody saying it's bad, because I don't get a signal on my phone to see people saying that it's bad. So like you guys are saying like, wait, it's cutting out, and like I can't see the comments. So now I'm gonna post a little test message every once in a while, just so that I can confirm that it actually hit, you know, posts, and that would hopefully mean that I'm getting a signal. Man, this is crazy. This is great. So that's going to be the entrance then. There's a huge place, yeah. I'm very surprised by this. We haven't seen any that are like this so far. I love that they have this sort of overlooking hill too, that you can see like the whole thing from above. Okay, so I'm going to do the thing that I do where I put the thing over the lens here while I buy a ticket. So hang tight. Camera's going to go black. Hopefully it'll come back from that. We will see. If the internet continues to work, it'll come back. Okay, so entrance is €8. Hello. Do I buy a ticket here?
Do you have it already or do you want to buy?
No, I want to buy one.
So it's over there, the ticket office.
Thank you. Hello. Can I buy one ticket, please? Card, okay? Thank you. Oh, baby. I'm gonna take a sip of water before I start walking around. But yeah, to give you an idea of how inexpensive certain stuff is in Greece, this water, which is like relatively large compared to, it's like bigger than the one that you'd get in like a pack of Poland Springs or whatever. 80 euro cents. And one that's like the regular size that you get in a pack of waters is 50 cents. You never see that in the US. Mexican Madman saying, are you able to see comments? For now I am. I'll hit the test, throw the test up there again to make sure, but does the video look okay? We'll see what happens. It's just a crapshoot because a lot of these networks, when they kind of like design their coverage areas, they exclude places like this because it's like, who needs great Wi-Fi in a ancient cemetery? But I do. But nobody else does. So it's like it's surprisingly specific where these like network zones will be. It'll be like one side of the sidewalk is good, one side of the sidewalk is bad. So you never really know when it's gonna shut off. But as long as I can see you guys, and as long as you guys tell me you can still see it, then we're good. So I'm gonna throw up the test comment again. You let me know. Sometimes the comments get reset for me, like right now, when I opened my camera app, it deleted all the old comments. Wow, this area is cool. They're saying it looks good? Well, that's good to hear. This is the first, watch, as soon as I say this, it's going to cut out, but this is the first historical site that we've actually been able to stream as opposed to make a video. The Street of Tombs. Ancient name is unknown. That's pretty crazy. Oh, it led to Piraeus. We were there on one of the episodes. I love these historical recreation drawings they do. Wow, cool. So as I've learned from many of these museums I've been going to, the tombstones that they would make in ancient Greece were like insanely ornate. A lot of times they'd be like full sculptures. And you can see that there's a recurring theme a lot of times with these funerary artwork. So you saw it on that one, and you'll see it on this one here. Not quite on this one, but you'll see it in a lot of them, where it's like a person shaking hands with somebody else. And it's usually a picture, like, it's like a depiction of like the dead person whose tomb it is, shaking hands with either like a god, like Hermes is the god who like ferries everybody to the ferryman, like leads them to the underworld or whatever. Or it could be like the son and the father shaking hands or something. And it's basically representing like you're sending them off, like, you know, it's kind of a beautiful little thing of like depicting them as sort of like this is a moment that they might not have gotten to have in life, but now they're like having their final farewell. It's kind of, I feel strange to be like walking through what used to be a graveyard, which I guess still is a graveyard. You know, like who knows what plots I'm like stepping on just because you can't see them anymore, you know. They're saying I'm impressed with the picture quality and color. Well, I'm glad to hear that, because hey, it's about time, huh? Watch, as soon as I say that, it's going to cut out. I'm just waiting for it to happen. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that. And I don't know if I'll be able to stream throughout the rest of the thing. I was finding out on the video, basically I bought an amount of time for like SIM cards that would last through the end of what I thought was going to be the trip, but because it's extended, and you can't extend the time of the SIM cards like remotely. You have to get them shipped to you in the US. So I may or may not be able to like stream throughout the thing, but I can at least make videos if I'm not able to stream. How much was the ticket, Mexican Madman saying? €8. So pretty great. This is a huge thing. And this one is included if I had been fast enough. There's a 5-day ticket that I bought when I first got here that has 7 historical sites on it. This one, and also the Acropolis, which you see, wow, perfect timing. Acropolis up there on that hill, that's like the really famous one, as well as a whole bunch of other historical sites that we went to on stream and on video. And that whole ticket put together, you can go to all 7 of those in a 5-day span anytime you want. That was €30 for the whole thing. So this could have been even cheaper if I did it when I had that ticket, but I just couldn't fit them all in because I was doing other stuff too. So I'm glad to pay a little extra to go, you know, on its own. Yeah, the $30 ticket is like insane to me that they can, because the Acropolis itself, the slopes of the Acropolis, which has the Dionysus Theater and, you know, the temples of Athena and the Parthenon and all the stuff, that whole thing, Acropolis is €20 to go to that, which is deserved. There's a lot of great history, and it's probably the most impressive site to what everybody would think. But like, if you consider that that's €20, and then you get to go to 6 other huge historical sites in addition for €30. So like an extra €10 on top of the Acropolis, you get to do all this other stuff. That's a crazy deal. The Patreon. Wow, they were using Patreons even back then, huh? You are here. Okay, so I love when they color it like this so you can actually see what they're talking about. Oh, so this was kind of like a Flatiron building type of, it's like one of those streets that goes like that, I guess, around it. Oh wow, they have a German section. I don't think I've ever seen that in these historical sites. It's just this one. It's usually just English and Greek. Teat posted by accident, or did I? We're going in this little corner here before we go to the larger area that we saw from above. None of this is even some of the stuff that, none of the stuff we're looking at here on the ground level is any of the stuff that we saw from above before. So this is a huge site. I was reading about at one of the museums, because one of the things I was thinking about is like when you read Homer or Post-Homerica, our book, the Greeks were burning their dead, and the Trojans. They were making a funeral pyre and putting them on the pyre with like slaughtered animals and slaughtered prisoners and sort of brutal stuff. But they were burning their dead. But then when you visit here, you're seeing that they're all buried. And I guess in the times that Homer was writing about, they were using funeral pyres, but I think by Homer's time, they were burying people, 800 BC era. And so, yeah, these kind of cemeteries would exist, in that more modern era, like, because Homer was writing about an ancient age even for him. So it was supposed to, the war at Troy was supposed to have taken place around like 1300 BC or something. It's not really known, still not really known whether or not that even happened in Troy, but it's people are pretty sure now. Up until the 1900s, it was completely a myth. It wasn't even a question. It's like, oh, this is not real. And then they found some ruins that they said, well, actually, this seems like it could be real. Could have been a real place. But anyway, that was supposed to have been around like 13 something BC. And this stuff would be from a lot more recent than that. Not exactly recent, but you know what I mean. Oh, a nice little stream here. Look at that. Wow, this is massive. It goes all the way back there. I don't think I can go back there though. Is they're saying it's Troy in Turkey? Yeah, that's where they think it was, at least. I don't really know the exact, well, I guess there is a river that's called like the Hellespont, which was running through Troy, and it's mentioned a lot in the Iliad and in post-Homerica as well. So wherever that is in Turkey, that's where Troy is supposed to have been. The ancient road 1,600 meters in length leading from the Diplon Gate to Plato's Academy. Oh, skeletons of the Lacedaemonians. Those are the Spartans. I love how it said on that thing too, like, oh, this part of it has not yet been excavated. Like, they're still working. It's so crazy to think that that kind of stuff is like not done yet. I should check this thing and see if I'm wasting all my data, because I've never really watched the stream from the same data as it's streaming from before. Okay, I'm using a decent amount, but not more than I should be. It's nice to be able to go live for this long too. Knock on wood somewhere. Now I gotta write the test again just in case. Wow. Azure saying travel to Greece on YouTube videos. There you go. Thanks for posting that, Azure. Yeah, we've had some good experiences so far. Let's do a quick sketch. Hold on a sec. So I want to do like this area. Let's set a 5-minute timer. Oops, that's my camera. 5-minute timer. Go. Oh no. The 5 minutes includes now the amount of time it takes for me to open the book, get to a page. Okay, we're good. Oh no, wait. We're not good yet. Okay. 5 minutes, sort of. Uh-oh. And 5 minutes is not really a lot of time, so we gotta make some decisions here. it's not standardized sizing, of course, for the wall, so it's like it's actually like lopsided. This is kind of like this. And let's see here. Let's get one of these babies. And this. It's an interesting, like, bit of perspective that we're trying to get. Oh, and that's, okay, that actually lines up good. I'm not sure to what extent you can see the drawing as it's happening, but okay, and then this is rock wall. Oh, and we forgot to put the big egg thing. It's kind of the star of the show, isn't it? Just a broken little piece here. It's kind of like you don't really have time to put details for this stuff, so we're just going to put squiggly lines. And then for this, we'll erase where the wall shouldn't be. Well, you know, we did this one pretty well. Maybe it's the timer's not going off. It could be that. Okay, what's the timer say? Oh, we got 17 seconds left. Okay. What else can I get in there? Little piece of shrubbery. We'll get some of these blocks. Ah, that's the time. All right, so that's our picture. Not that one. That and that. We did pretty well. It's hard to keep the page open. Let's write it. This is KERAMEIKOS. Five minutes. Let's see if I can get I like getting these double photos where you can see the original and the drawing all in one. But we'll also just get a photo of it just in case. Okay, good. That's just saying so nice. Yatta. You know, it's very pleasant to be able to just sketch. I'm glad that I got this little sketchbook at the museum. And I'm trying to keep this bookmark so that I can see where the next page is, but it's not exactly working. I think I should put the bookmark where the previous page, because you don't want it to be under the page you're drawing on, or else you're gonna get like it's gonna mess up your spot, like underneath where you're trying to draw. So let's go this way. I don't know if this is part of it. Oh, this is the unknown puzzle piece pile. They're saying, plus you're drawing while holding the sketchbook and standing. Yeah, it's good practice. Not exactly something I'm used to doing, that's for sure.
O sea, no me encanta que haya eso, pero me encanta que sean 2 tíos. Que ya lo sabía esa información.
Wow. The Dipolon. Where would this have been? Maybe we'll find out. The Thracian Gates. The largest gateway in the ancient world. Speaking of fountains, gotta drink some water. It is hot. It's easy to forget to drink water when you're like so enraptured with like doing stuff. But that's the time when you should be drinking it, making sure to drink it the most. Okay. I would like to do a sketch. Yeah, let's do a quick, let's make this a 2-minute sketch. Oh geez, what did I do to myself? Okay, I should open the book first. We're just gonna do this little spot right here. I just think it's really, you know, it's really something I shouldn't have chosen 2 minutes to do because it's not gonna be enough time, but it's just a great texture. I would love to be able to actually like explore these rock textures in a more meaningful way than just making squiggly lines, but now is not the time because we set too small of a timer for ourselves. There's a little sprouting flower coming out from here. Damn, there's a fly. It's like bothering me. That's all we get. Two minutes. Not bad for 2 minutes. I don't think we captured the 3D-ness of it. It's hard because of the irregularly shaped sort of, the corners. You can't really capture the way that it turns because the corners are all shorn away and they're not like regular. So it doesn't give you like a visual indicator of like of a rectangle because it's not a rectangle. So let's put our bookmark. That actually worked pretty well doing the bookmark like that last time. Oh, thank you to Mexican Madman for the follow. All my comments got deleted here. And post the old tests, make sure we're still going. Oh man, yeah. That kind of stuff is... These types of angles where it's like, look at that wall just going all the way down. So crazy. So I guess that must have been one of the areas from the Diplon. I guess this may be too. Oh, I love that. Those like broken columns. We're gonna do it. Here we go. Those are saying good so far. Good, I'm glad. It's very surprising, honestly. This is gonna be a 3-minute, and I already opened the sketchbook, so no excuses now. The irregular alternating shapes of the columns is really interesting to me. God, come on, Paige, stay. Oh man, our perspective is very Okay, no, it actually works if we just go like this. I see what I was doing. The wind is killing me with this. I gotta hold it like so the wind doesn't hit it. I just love that kind of like dripping texture that this marble gets. That's all we get? Come on. Not my best work. Why does it keep resetting the... What button am I hitting when I... Yeah, that's not my best work. I really didn't take advantage of the time properly. But for 3 minutes at least it looks coherent and the perspective is decent. So it's not all bad. And to be honest, we did kind of capture the look of the pillars in terms of like what we were actually trying to get about them. I just wanted to get more of the pillars.